Fulara Ridge was a pure accident. The trek shouldn't have happened and wouldn't have happened if this accident hadn't happened. So let me tell you about that past. So in the year 2018, we were exploring, and we means just 3 people. That is Sandhya, my co-founder, I, and Suhas, who was one of our senior members of the organization, who at that time was heading the EC team, but he was very fond of exploring and documenting trails. So he said, come on, we'll just go and explore this trek, which was called the Devkyara trek. We again had heard a lot about Devkyara from our staff members in the Sankri region. He says, there's this valley up in the mountains, there is stream gliding over there, and it's lush green. If you go there, you'll think Kashmir is just there. It's like that. It's very pretty. We must do this. It's a great trek. We can even think of opening it up. So we said, okay, let's go and explore it. So the 3 of us, along with my daughter, actually was very small, we started exploring the Devkyara trail. And the moment we stepped on the Devkyara trail, the trail was very pretty, but it was very rough. There were a lot of stones and boulders and things like that. It was not like the smooth trails which we were already used to, like Kedarkanta or Harkidun, or any of the treks that we were already used to, or anywhere in Uttarakhand. This was a little rough on the legs, but for us who are trekkers, it didn't matter too much. We thought, okay, even if it is rough, trekkers will like it. There's nothing so bad about having a little rough trail. But then when we started looking for campsites, we didn't find any campsite that was very large, which could take a team member of 15-20 members. They were all very small campsites, which could at the max have maybe 8-9 team members, not more than that. We went from camp 1, then to camp 2, and then finally we went to this place where it opens up and the river is flowing, and we camped there. We went to Devkyara. It was all under snow, and we were in waist deep in snow, but we loved what we saw. But when we came back, we realized that this is not a trek that could be open to public. Regular trekkers would not take to it because campsites were small. The valley was very narrow, the trail was rough, even though we personally liked being to Devkyara and back. So we came back, and then at that time we were running this Kedarkanta trek. We had this another new route that we had started from Gaon to Kedarkanta, so we went there, and it was early winter, and so we were talking about it. We wanted to see how things were running and over there. So Suhas, who was accompanying us, he said, look, you have all your official work to do. And one of our cooks at that time was talking about there's this another trail which connects Kedarkanta to the ridge, which continues, and you can actually go down there. That's a very nice trail. Can I go and see that trail? I also thought, okay, we will be anyway engaged with the team for the next 3-4 days. Suhas really didn't have much of a work to do with us, and if he likes exploring and things like that, why don't you go? Okay, you go with him. Our cook is also available. We'll show you them. So both of them, and just 2 of them, they took some tent and just went away. And we got busy with our work in Gaon, and we were engrossed in what we were doing. After 3 days, in the evening, I hear a sound which is coming by, and I'm hearing Suhas has come back. And then I saw Suhas from a distance. And the moment I saw him, I saw the smile on his face. And that smile was beaming from ear to ear. And I knew instantly that Suhas has experienced something special. And I quickly wrapped up my work, made him sit down, and asked him for the story. And Suhas put his hand in his head and he says, Arjuna, you won't believe it what I have experienced. And he went on to describe the trek to me, that how he went on the trek from that Sankri side, Judakatala, but didn't turn right towards the Kedarkanta trek, but went left and caught on to the ridge which flows down from the Kedarkanta summit. And he said, this ridge is the ridge walk you can do, because there's a path on the ridge. It meanders in and out through the ridge and over the ridge, and the mountains are walking along, which is the snow snow-capped mountains are walking along with you. On both sides are sharp edges, and you're right on the ridge. And when you get off the ridge, and it's a long ridge, and when you get off the ridge, the meadows that you see there with flowers everywhere, it's unbelievable. And the forest on the other side, when you come down, is virgin forest. Nobody walks on this forest. You see such birds and monals and whatnot that you see on the other side. Nobody goes there. And he was absolutely mesmerized with this trek. So I asked Suhas, what do you think? Should we open this trek? And he was overwhelmingly yes. Really? Then I asked him, what is the name of this trek? That I don't know. What do you mean you don't know what is the name of this trek? He said, no, nobody knows. It's just a walk. People go from this side to that side to other treks beyond this. I said, there must be some name, locals call it. So I asked all our cooks and few members, what do you call this place? What is the name of this trek? I said, कोई नाम नहीं है. There's no name. We just go from this side to that side and we carry on further and all that. The other beyond places have names, but this doesn't have any name. I said, Suhas, you're talking about starting a trek and you don't have a name. So can we put a name to this trek? And he said, yeah, we must. I said, what name will suit this trek? And he came up with this name of some village here, some name. I said, what are you saying? Nobody's going to be interested in doing this trek by the names of this village. And these villages are far up, nowhere even close to where you walk. Then he thought for a while, while walking on the ridge, I saw so much of flowers on the one side of the flank. And there were flowers everywhere. And then he was explaining to me in Hindi, itna phool tha, and he was telling to the mountain, bahut phool bharai tha. And then he said, then should we call it? And then I asked if this thing, Suhas, should we call it after the names of these flowers? And then he brightened up, yes, let's call it Fulara. And then that's how the name came about, that let's call it Fulara Ridge. And that's how the name became the Fulara Ridge Trek. And this trek became one of those golden trek. Even now, not too many people do this trek, and I'm absolutely happy about it because it's one of those pristine, beautiful, absolutely stunning treks, beauty-wise, that you can do in our Uttarakhand. This thing not too far from our Harkidun and our Kedarkanta trail. In fact, a continuation of our Kedarkanta trek, but on its own. The meadows that you see there, the clearings, the grasslands, and the ridge walk. Of course, that fabulous ridge walk that you do is one of the best people can do in a country. But to me, I'm very fond of that we named that trek Fulara Ridge. And many years later, I went on that place to just have a chat with her and see how our things were doing. And there I saw every shop in Sankri says, we do Fulara Ridge, we do Fulara Ridge. You don't know how happy I felt that here is the trek and a name that we gave to that trek. And Suhas actually gave that name to that trek, and that has now become the name which everybody uses. I always used to think, naming of a place is done by the government, MG Road, Tagore Circle and whatnot. And here we name this trek Fulara Ridge, and now that is what everybody calls it. Of course, like this, we have named a lot of other treks, but this legacy that we as India Hikes have of naming this trek and bringing a totally unknown ridge out to Indian trekking circles, I think this legacy will stay with us forever.